Sean Myrie. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I'm back again with the update. I told you about around 6, something did happen, right? So, you know what? This is with the American military and Donald Trump. He promised this. So, they basically are taking control of that island, Karg Island, that area, that important area to trade the Hormuz, right? The Hormuz, they're locking that down with force right now. But they're going to make certain countries still be able to go through. They're allowing all these international countries that had some dealings with Iran to go through. They're not going to stop that. That's what they're saying, but they're going to lock it down. We know because the U.S. military is sending 2,500 Marines coming from Japan. So today, Donald Trump says it's going to be the hardest shit they ever seen, the hardest hit they ever seen. This is an other, I guess it's a threat, the hardest hit they ever seen. So in return, Iran is saying, bless up, OG Kicks. Iran in return right now is saying they're going to go after all the American investments in the Middle East. It's all out, basically war. They're going after all American companies. They warn them to basically evacuate if it's offices, wherever they are, just to evacuate. They're going after all American investment because America is messing with their investment. America's going to that Karg Island. I think I'm saying it right. Going to the island to take it over with the American military. That is their major, that's their money, the crown jewel, as they put it. That's Iran's crown jewel, and Trump wants it, right? So this is the War Report. The War Report, live and direct with your host, Sean Myrie from the D2E. Yes, the War Report, I'm telling you right now what's going on. And it's like, business as usual with this war and its money. That's what's going on. So they're allowing right now, I think it's France and some other countries to go through safely. So they're providing, I guess, the security. They're telling people we're not going to do anything to you if you have something going through right now. The Hormuz will allow it, right? But they're going to be taking the shit over like anytime now. Today, it's Saturday, 9:03. They're saying Mr. Trump is putting through like this is going to be the hardest hit. Last week was a hard hit. Last weekend, this time, right? Was a hard hit. So he's saying this is going to be harder. He's coming with something way harder, people. Way harder. He's coming with something way harder. He wants to eliminate anything that's a threat in the region. This is going to be interesting. Let me turn on the light. This is going to be interesting. He's going to try to take out all the leadership today. It's still early, right? I don't know the time exactly in the Middle East right now, but it's 9 o'clock Eastern time. And right now, what they're doing, and I could show you some articles, right? Let me get you a threat from Iran. The threat from Iran. They're throwing threats. They're saying they're going to be attacking any investment what America has. This is the Revolutionary Guard. I don't know if you can read it. Let me go give you a small version of that. Check that out. So the Revolutionary Guard plans to hit all American investments. So they're warning people to evacuate, leave, because they ain't playing because Trump is touching their money, locking off the Hormuz, right? That's what they plan to do with the Marines. And the Marines, they're special force. They're basically like a special force. They're going to end up going on the land. So I guess they need them for this mission, right? So it's heating up. So what's gonna happen tonight? I told you 6 o'clock. That was reported. What was reported is that the U.S. is going to be using this. They're going to be using this weapon. That's what they're bringing. They're bringing something like that to that island. Like, I don't think they want to destroy a lot of like the island and the stuff on it, because I heard there's a lot of people working there at the facilities, right? So it's going to be interesting what they find there, because they say that's where they do their oil, and people get it from there, all these countries. So America is bringing this, the HIMARS. What is it? I heard of it, right? You see this? This is going to that place. They ain't joking. Like, they're bringing out the toys. I think this is a way to test some of the weapons, what they wanted to use for a while. Like, look at that. I think it's in Ukraine. I think Ukraine is using this right now, right? Against Russia. So Ukraine's getting some powerful weapons from America, but America they police the shit. So what's next? What's next? What's next? I could give you guys, because this is the war report. See this? This is what it says. Okay, that's the rocket, right? A little description of that. The HIMARS. That's what it's called. As 2026, HIMARS continues to be a high demand, combat proven system for both US forces and international partners like Canada, with 20 units approved for sale to Sweden. So Sweden is buying this shit. Not everybody has it. This is a specially made, right? So what's going on with this war? There's many things going on. You're hearing about Netanyahu saying that he got killed. That's a conspiracy. No proof of that, right? I think that's fake news. And there's other news going around, right? All types of stories they're telling you right now. It's the Down to Earth podcast. Please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. So, what do you guys know about what's going on with the war right now? I just said, like, they had a major announcement, and that was about the same time I said it would be like 6 o'clock. So they announced to other countries to not to be scared. Don't be scared. We'll allow you to go through the Hormuz, do your trading. It's not your fault. You got what you got, but from now it's cut off. After you're gone with that, we'll leave you with that oil or whatever, but we're cutting you off. It's finished. It's the last hurrah, right? So Russia, I think Russia, they're kind of angry about it. They probably got reserves because they got their own oil. But the whole point is, this is a relationship with Russia, and I heard Russia is doing some things too. Russia's doing some real tricky shit. So you know what it is? Let's be straight up, man. Like, everybody wants to hide like behind certain shit. It's really Russia and America fighting. That's what's dangerous about it. We know America is in going to Iran, or they're blowing up shit like this, but this is a war game. It's really Russia using Iran to do whatever. Even if you think it's religion or they have the supreme leader and all this other shit, it's Russia against America. That's what it is. Like, they're gonna make it look like, oh, it's America fighting Iran. Who gives Iran all these weapons? Who gave them the weapons? That's the question everybody should ask. America and everybody in the world. Who gave Iran the weapons? Who's supporting Iran militarily? So they're fighting Russia. It's the same shit when America is giving weapons to Ukraine. Who's Ukraine fighting? They're fighting Russia. I wish they just say it straight up in the public. It's like you don't want to say. It's like if you're doing an undercover war or some shit like that. So right now they're saying Russia's been given intel support to Iran. What's that? Why are you giving intel support to Iran? That means you want to hurt America. You don't want America to win easily. So you supplying some knowledge to Iran. Some people might say it's a conspiracy. Some people may say something else. But that's what I'm thinking right now. Russia, America, they're fighting the war. One side is using another country to fight. The nuclear weapons, right? What America is accusing Iran of developing. right? Why hasn't Russia done the same thing, like came out against Iran? Why hasn't other countries besides America have condemned Iran for the nuclear weapons? Why is it only America? That's the question people should ask. Why is it only America going into these types of situations and you don't see any other country? You don't see China going in there, right? You don't see Russia going in there like that. Like you don't see France going in there like that. You don't see anybody going in like there like that. Well, the UK is jumping with America right now. So this war report, things are going on. I'm hearing things are popping off right as we speak. Right, things are going off right as we speak because Trump has put it out there. You could call it a threat, but he says he's going to be doing some major historical bombing. Right? Let's see if that's true. Major historical bombing of a lot of places. That's what he was bragging, That's what he bragged today. Today is the day. Every day is the day. So what is the day? The last weekend we saw what they done. They firebomb. You see, like firebomb, volcano style type of attack, blowing up the gas, whatever the gas facilities, blowing that shit up. Right? Seen a lot of fire, a lot of damage. We don't know how much people died, but now what's gonna happen is supposed to top that. That one was pretty big when they were blowing up those gas facilities. Whoo! So that's a warning to Iran. They're saying, you see what we done last weekend? Oh, we found your crown jewel. That's what America does. They know from their satellite where the shit is. But they're telling us this is like a show. Now they're showing the world, look, this is where that place is, Hermes. It's near there, the Karg Island, that island is nearby. This is where they keep the majority of their whatever their economic wealth, what makes them very powerful. America went there. Imagine they're there with the military taking that shit over. So that's the real hit to Iran because Iran depends on that shit to be strong. So now they're taking that over. You have nothing no more. You didn't listen to us when we said, let's talk. You didn't listen to us when we said don't hurt your people. That's what he's saying. You didn't listen. So now we're gonna take your economic power. You have no economic power, Iran. But by doing that now, whew, now the pressure is gonna come. I see what they're doing. America's playing a good a real good game because but it's gonna still go on for a little bit because when you starve the people, that's what they're gonna do, starve some of the people, and then they'll fight. They're comfortable. They're too comfortable now. So what they're gonna do is starve out some of the people so they could fight because they're not fighting now. So how they're gonna do it? They have to cut them off economically, make these leaders start to get starve them out. Then maybe they'll fight against each other. That's what they're hoping. That's why I think America's hoping and bombing at the same time. America's hoping to bomb until they give up. But so far, that's not working, right? And I'm hearing like the only updates I've been hearing, I don't know if you guys are hearing this, of Israel. I didn't know they had oil. Their oil fields are getting attacked or whatever they have. Their oil facilities, right? I heard out there is getting attacked. So, rumor is that is it Israel, they're trying to make a deal. Who they're trying to make a deal? They're always trying to make a deal. They're trying to make a deal. Is it with Iran? No, it couldn't be with Iran. It was with some other country. I think Russia. Yeah, trying to make a deal, an oil deal with Russia. The same Russia who, you know, disrespects them. They're trying to make a deal with Russia, Israel, because their shit is getting attacked by Iran, and Iran is helping Russia is helping Iran. Remember, Russia's helping Iran, and Iran is hitting Israel. Let me put it that way. I want to clear it up. See, Russia is helping Iran, and Iran is hitting Israel. So, if Israel is offering some type of business to Russia, they're thinking by offering their oil to Russia, they'll make Iran stop because Russia is the supporter of Iran. All the stuff I heard from the Russian Putin, he disrespects Israel. All the stuff Israel has done, Putin never supported. So I don't know if it's real news or fake news, like hearing about what's his name, Netanyahu dying, getting hit in his bunker. I don't know, is it real news or fake news? Because I've heard, that was the viral story today. You see, I've been telling you guys for a while about this real news and fake news, the reverse psychology, how they're gonna put it out. Why did they put it out? Friday the 13th just passed. Look, they work. I'm giving you guys this down to earth, right? Friday the 13th was yesterday, right? And you're wondering, he keeps talking. Trump is saying all these cryptic shit. Read all the stuff what he was saying. He's cryptic. And now you hear today Netanyahu is dead. I don't believe the shit. But why is that becoming the viral story going to Instagram right now? YouTube, they're talking about this man being dead. So this is part of the plot. It's getting dirty, people. You see how they're in the war right now? You see how they're in the war right now? And Netanyahu, all of a sudden, he's supposed to be in Israel. They don't want you to show pictures of what's going on in Israel. They're locking people up in Israel, eh? If you take pictures in Israel of any buildings or of anything what's going on, they're locking people up. I heard there was over 50 people, maybe more people that have locked up. So as much as they're talking about Iran, this little Israel is getting damaged by Iran. Like they're sending missiles hitting Iran. We're thinking, what happened to their dome or something? What happened to their defense system? Yo, what happened to their defense system? Their high tech spy system? What happened to that? They shouldn't be getting attacked like that. They got American help, right? They got the American help. People, please bring up the likes, and please subscribe. Yes, so what's going on? There's some business going on. I'm cooking right now. There's more shit what is going on right now with this whole war, and it's financial. There's big money in this, right? Because when they take control of the Hormuz, guess who's getting that oil too? North Korea. North Korea depended on Iran and Russia's oil. I guarantee that's North Korea gets their oil from Russia or Iran. It's one of them. So now they cut off Iran, a big supplier. Russia, besides their own country now, they're gonna have to keep supplying North Korea, but it's going to be different because now they're short. They don't get to deal with Iran anymore, so they got to depend on their own shit, their reserves or whatever you want to call it. So Russia, they probably have oil, but they have to depend on themselves, and then they have to give it to North Korea still, right? Remember, America cut off Cuba, kind of. If you check it, they cut Cuba off from Venezuela. Cuba, right, is linked with Russia right now. So Americans, this is the war report. They already got a military close to you. Let me say it again. That's why there's going to be a surprise attack somewhere. There's going to be a surprise attack somewhere else away from the Middle East, right? They have a military. Russia and America are the real fighting. They're the fighters. They're really battling. So they got a military close to America already, right? Let me say it again. They got a military close to America already if it gets down to that. Somebody who they're starving out for months. That's why they want to go to Cuba. You see, Cuba is the big threat. They went to Venezuela, took out the guy. Big Venezuela, all the oil. Think of it, right? All the oil is taken from that. That's an easy, swift battle. No fight. not compared to what they're doing now. They took out Venezuela. They're not done with South America, right? But they're going to go to Cuba. They have to go to Cuba because the Cuban guy knows it's up for him. He knows it's up. America's not keeping him there. So what will they do in desperation? What do you think this guy's going to do? This is what I'm going to tell you. In desperation, and I heard somebody say it, right? Not saying this is fact. Maybe this is a conspiracy, what I'm about to say. America, especially what's going on with the illegals and there's the ICE, they're still looking for people, and now everybody's alert. And now you're hearing about cells. People are talking about cells in America, which were there talking 20 years ago after 9/11. So people are getting scared. So if these cells are in America, and just say they're loyal to the supreme leader, they're going to attack. So Americans should be scared too. Yes. If the people who are the cells been around for just say 15, even 20 years in America, and they have not gotten caught. Maybe some got caught because Trump said they rounded up a lot of people, the FBI. Maybe they did get a lot of people, but there's a good amount maybe they didn't get, and they're loyal to Iran. So it's possible when they put things in the news, it's always a message. Oh, California might get hit. This place might get hit. I was telling you on earlier podcast about the ICE. This is all linked to ICE. All the stuff what you see going on in America, it's the cook up. It's the going up to what's going on around with the tariffs and the whole war, right? And distractions with different files. You have to see how much events is going on at the same time. A lot of events are going on at the same time. So right now, a major move is locking off a lot of economics from people, economic power. This is an economic war also. You got Trump taking over Venezuela, big financial shit. Taking over Iran, let's be straight up, taking over Iran, big financial shit. So everybody's gonna have to bow to America if you want that that oil. ICE is following federal law on immigration. No, not just that. You're not updated, man. They're following more than that. They're following way more than that. They're following all Americans. Every single American. That their whole campaign has changed. Remember, it's two Americans who got hurt by ICE. It wasn't no immigrants. See, people don't want to even talk about that. That's kind of sensitive. It wasn't no immigrants who got killed. It was two American blood, what you call full-blooded Americans who got killed. ICE, when you look up ICE, they do more than just immigration. Trust me. Facts. I bet on that. Look up ICE. It's more than just federal law on immigration. Right now, they have a new campaign of doing surveillance. The whole thing is surveillance on all Americans. Look it up. That's what TikTok changed their update for. TikTok changed it just because of that with the FBI, right? They changed it with the FBI, that Cash Patel guy. If you look it up, ISIS for a whole bunch of shit. I seen this coming. This is the war report. I'm just gonna give you all the deep down to earth news. Okay, there was something called Project what is it called again? Was it Rush Hour? No, not Rush Hour. My friend was saying something in Chicago a couple years ago. It was on Instagram, and the ICE. This when I was first introduced to ICE. They were rounding up a Venezuelan gang, right? They were rounding up a lot of these Venezuelan gangsters in Chicago, and in Chicago, these guys was like, this was Instagram. I'm seeing this on the post. This went viral. These guys were going into neighborhoods, taking over the neighborhoods, these Venezuelans, taking over these neighborhoods with, the vice lords, the gangster disciples, the black gangs, what's traditional away from those areas. These Venezuelans were going, taking it over. And that's how the ICE got alerted. And then the ICE went to that city, right? If you guys don't know, they went to that city, rounded up these Venezuelans, and they were the ones they're deporting. They were like the first commercial posted big bust of illegals in America, but doing some criminal shit, and they deported a whole bunch of Venezuelans from Chicago. I remember that, but I didn't pay attention back when that came out. People, please like, subscribe, all that good shit. That was ICE, and that was way before all of this stuff. What we're talking about. So I'm just telling you how things are linked, right? That was I forgot the name of it. It's a special operation. Bless up. Hopefully your mic is on good. Down to Earth Network, Down to Earth podcast. Let's see. Rastafari Samurai. What you saying?
Hold on a minute. Hold on.
You get your mic together. Yeah. So I forgot the name of that mission, what they've done, but it was ISIS' first introduction on social media, really. Very big, busting all those Venezuelans in Chicago. Recently, that's what Trump was talking about. He it was what I think was it Friday? I think yeah, he was talking with Kash Patel in the White House, right? About Chicago. He kept mentioning Chicago over and over and over, like how we gotta go to the city, we gotta bring something to that city. He wants to get rid of crime
The thing is
all
that
around America.
when it
That's his
comes to the
mission.
when it
Hmm?
comes to the states, what are the most troublesome cities?
That's why he's targeting all the troubled cities. That's what he's claiming. He's gonna go to all the cities and clean it up. There will be no more crime in
Well,
America.
the thing is, you can't blame him for that, though. That part you can't blame him for.
What you mean? Like he's gonna use his power to do that? So
Well,
what is he
think
gonna
about
do?
all right. Think about all the innocent people that live in these cities would have to dwell on the crimes there and all of that and everything. They have to live in that, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so and they pay taxes compared to the ones who are criminals who are don't paying taxes or anything like that. So what do you have to say about that?
but shouldn't the police be doing their job? That's like saying the
Hey
local
man,
police ain't doing their job.
look, as much as you know, there's police corruption and all these things and everything and whatever and whatnot. The way me look at it is this: if you can't, if the own state can't deal with it, you're gonna have to make it a federal thing. And now it gets serious.
So that's what
I'm
he's
just
gonna
playing
do.
devil's advocate here.
He
If
he wants to
if you
he wants to
cannot
put all the ice there. He wants to
if
put
you
the ice
cannot
in American
control your
cities more
own
stronger,
state, you
right?
can't control your own state with crime and everything, then we have to come in there and see what's up.
So he wants a police state,
Well,
full
let's
police state, making you
think about it.
see
Well, think
exactly
about it, man.
them everywhere
How long the madness in Chicago has been going on before
for a
this guy?
long time, long time. He said
Huh?
like he put an example out there. He said I heard one time there was like 11 murders in a weekend.
All right, but how long it's been going on like
That
this
been going
before
on
this guy even
shit.
became president
That,
and shit?
that
So,
that in Chicago been violent from what
yeah,
long
and
time, man.
let's real here
Certain
now. Every
parts.
president before that, did any of them got hardcore
That's
and
what he
say
was saying. No president got hard on
any,
crime, and he's trying to
any
be
of them get
different than
hard
all of
on it?
them. He said no president has gotten hard on crime like how he will get hard on crime. Because you know what he's looking at? I was telling people this is the end of gangs in America. If he's doing it this way, if he's thinking, right, I'm going to tell you, Rastafari Samurai, I'm going to give you an example. If this is how Trump thinks, what he's thinking, right? You see how he's going to this war, right? For example, what a lot of Americans don't know, and they feel especially the MAGA people, he's about to take the war, or he already take the war right out into America with the ICE first starting. So now the gangs, what he hears with machine guns, all these, and they put it in the rap videos sometimes. You see these guys with tons of machine guns all around, right?
Yeah.
That's why he knows media. Trump knows media. He watches, he hears stuff. Guaranteed any of those guys who you see, like for example, they always post even on YouTube and shit like that, them
Mm-hmm.
holding all these guns and shit, and these people talking how they done this or this old gangster. They're gonna use all that shit,
Yeah. You see,
go to
once
those
again, I'm gonna play
areas,
devil's advocate again. I'm gonna play devil's
raid the shit
advocate.
out of them. They don't give a shit,
But once again, I'm
and
gonna play
lock them
devil's
all up.
advocate again. All right, you're the president of the United States,
Mm,
and all these people's. It doesn't matter who. They're showing all these things,
yeah,
right? You're the president of the United States,
yeah.
And you know all of this thing are going on and all of that and everything. And they're showing guns and say this could murder people. What are you going to do? That's
That's what he's gonna start to do. He's gonna start to go even use social media, which I'm surprised they're probably doing it already. But he's gonna go to Chicago, places like that, right? I know I'm talking about the war with Iran. Iran, that's even a distraction too, in some degree. He's gonna go now have these guys who's paying millions of dollars. The ICE didn't just pay them extra money for nothing. I'm hearing each guy gets like over 100,000 or near 100,000, right?
uh-huh.
So he's not paying all these agents good money to sit on their ass. He's gonna bring the pain or to the gangsters. So if you're a gangster disciple, if you're a vice lord, if you are a blood or a crip, Latin king, or even white supremacist type of shit, he's coming for you. And all, and all, he's gonna lock y'all up. If you say you're part of a
Only one.
gang, he's gonna lock your
But
ass up.
as
You don't give a
usual,
shit.
I always have to play devil's advocate.
What?
No matter what you do, you can't get rid of crime.
Okay.
The only way you're gonna get rid of crime, okay, you have to take away something what they made in the last how many years.
No, but no. How he's
No,
thinking to cut the.
listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Listen to what I'm saying, man. The only way you're gonna eliminate crime completely, he could do all he want. Doesn't matter.
mm.
You have to eliminate the right to bear arms.
He's not. He can't eliminate crime.
Did you hear
That's
what I just
impossible.
said?
He could cut it down.
Listen to one more time what I'm saying to
Mm.
you. If you want one thing, you have to eliminate the other. You understand? You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't. No, it doesn't happen that way. You get me? No matter what. Think about what I'm saying. You want to eliminate crime, right?
I think
Okay,
what he's trying to do is this is a trickery. He's
let's
trying to go to the cities where the most minorities are. I'm gonna let me play devil's advocate. He's gonna go to the cities where the most black or minorities are. Uh, this disable them with weapons, right? Make sure those cities they don't have no more weapons, no shit, and then make this the places where like Wyoming and shit like that, where all the people with money they could have the guns. You get what I mean? They're gonna be the ones with the guns left. But the people who live in these cities, in his head, to stop the crime and everything,
Yeah,
because
but
that's where the crime is coming from.
you gotta
He's
think
gonna,
of history, man. You got when you think about these things, you gotta think of not the now. You gotta think of history of things. Just like
mm,
prohibition, all right? It's like you're telling me about prohibition. You can't do that because if you do that, guess what happens? Gun sales. You see how much they are now?
yeah,
They go higher,
that's what
more
I think will
rare.
happen. That's
People
what he
want it
wants to
more.
probably do.
No, it becomes more demand. Do
That's
you
what he
understand
might
what
do.
I'm saying to you?
Yeah, he might
You
do
get
that.
me?
I could see that happening. Yeah, bring
You
up the
get me
gun
what I'm saying
prices.
to you? Yeah. So now, like I'm saying, hypothetically speaking here now.
Mm.
Now, what if he did do that, right? Eliminate it completely. You know what happens now that there's no crime completely? You know what happens? You know what happens now? All the small little crimes become big crimes. You get me now? Because guess what? The prisons are not filled anymore. And if the prisons are not full with no crime, what does that mean? Huh?
Those
Oh
people
no,
lose
you
their
know what that
jobs.
means?
They
No,
cut
you know
down
what?
on.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
jobs get eliminated.
yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of jobs.
yeah. So you want one thing, remember, there's repercussions of the other. You get what
So
I'm saying?
yo, what do you think of the latest move of America locking down a major oil port where Iran needs to bring the oil through to make money? They shut off the Hormuz, a
But
place
that
called the
but that's the art of war. You don't
that's what I
know.
was saying. They
But check
lock
this
it off,
out.
and they're gonna go to an
Before that,
island too and
yeah,
take it over too.
yeah, but before that, what was the talk way before all of this? Everyone was saying, "Oh, I can't get a hold of anybody." The first thing is cutting communications. Okay, first things first. You cut communication so everybody can organize. You get what I'm saying? And then the second thing is you try to disable their military. You get me?
Well, they did. They
Oh,
destroyed a lot of shit.
but you see the steps. Wait there. You see the
Yeah,
steps, and it's going
yeah,
in steps here.
yeah.
The third step now. They're in the third step now. What the third step is? What did you just say? They blocked the oil. What? Say that.
They blocked this place like where a lot of countries come to get the oil from Iran. But you know
Mhm.
what?
But
There's dirt.
wait.
Mm.
Now, in order for you to fuel up your stuff, don't you need that oil? Okay, so now you see the whole formula how it goes, right? You chop off communication, you chop off the military, and whatever's left, they don't have it because they not have no fuel.
No, I think let me correct myself. They're making certain countries go through with what they have left right now, but they're gonna they're
Withdrawal,
monitoring it. They're watching it.
withdrawal. It's called
Yes,
withdrawal.
and they're gonna go to the island. There's a special island where they have most of all their oil where they discovered. Like they know they call it the crown jewel, Iran's crown jewel. So they're bringing 2,500 Marines from Japan is headed there. You hear about that?
I didn't hear about that.
2,500 special force Marines are headed from Japan, going
Mm.
straight there. What do you think about that? They're special force. They already got all the
That
weapons.
means that means more new toys are
Well,
coming out.
there's a toy I could show you what
Did
they're
you hear what I
playing with.
just said? I know more new toys are gonna come out.
This one, they have
War
this
is
one.
a war is an excuse for to bring new toys out to test.
This one. Do you see this one? Called Himars. Hims. I forgot how they spell it. Himars or something. Himars. Like instead of hammers, it's Himars. Yo, that shit. They sell it to certain countries. I think Sweden is getting some.
I forget what China has. They got something on the waters too. What can lick out Tom sitting? It's like almost
Mm.
like a laser beam.
But China's with
Did you hear
Iraq.
what I just said? They got a weapon with something like a laser beam.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
America has that too. But I think China has a strong shit too. You're right. They do have that laser beam. That's what they use the rare earth for. The rare earth makes laser beam shit.
And not only that, like I was trying to tell you, they're still in the experimental of that the AI robots, combat robots.
Well, right now, what do you think? America's securing financial gain by taking over Iran because that's what's going to happen. They're going to take over Iran. It might be bloody. You might lose a lot of soldiers, but they're going to take
Might.
over Iran.
What do
What?
you mean might? What do you mean might? Will.
No, they will, but it's going to be bloody still. Like, don't think that there's
There's
no
no
American,
might. There's no
but
might.
there
There's no
will be
might when it
American
comes.
casualties.
There's no might when it comes to war.
But
It's a guarantee there will be deaths.
but there will be American casualties, right? You can't deny that. They ain't coming out pure. Uh, it's not going to be like Iraq. That's all I know. It's not going to be like no Iraq business. Iraq, I think they lost maybe seven. How much did they lose? They lost a good amount, not a lot, but they
Iraq
lost
a
people.
different time, different technology.
Well, from that time, from the Iraq War. Oh yeah, but okay, I
Compared,
think they
what,
lost.
compared to the technology they got now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think in the Iraq War they lost maybe either 700 or 7,000, something like that. I know they lost a couple. It wasn't like they lost like 20,000 or like what Russia lost recently to Ukraine. They lost like a million.
So you're my next question now, because of all of this you're going and already something already
Mm.
happened. Do you think more shit is gonna happen here due to the war overseas?
Yes. Now America and Canada has to worry about terror attacks. Why aren't they putting up the? You remember they used to put up that level red or yellow and shit like that. Remember that for terror, possible terror attacks. You damn right they should be putting that shit up now more
One
than ever. They
another
don't want
thing
to scare people.
another thing is what people don't talk about because of this is happening, right?
Yeah.
That means I don't know if the airport or customs and all of that is tight on people coming from Iran or
Yes.
Israel.
Uh, you know what? It makes me wonder. Could people from Iran leave?
No, I'm talking about both places.
They probably locked that shit off. Probably no one could go to Iran right now.
Or I'm talking about not that. I'm talking about coming here.
No, leaving from Iran, they're probably monitoring you. They're probably watching like more than usual if you're leaving from Iran. They must be doing that. I would think they do. They'll be doing that for sure. They're coming to Canada. You're right though, because yo, that's a good point. You come out right there.
No
Like,
one's talking about that.
yeah. So
Is
how
there
much
a
people
big
from
screen
Iran are
now?
coming here?
Is there a bigger screen
Shit.
now?
I know
Is there a bigger screen now
America
for
ain't taking
Muslims and all
nobody
that
in.
too and shit?
Damn, because yo, that's scary shit. Because remember, the supreme leader, all these people, I already said they're here already. They're in America for sure. But more could come easily if it's all right to get into like
But
UK or Canada. They could
have
easily come.
you heard about they changing the bill in US, anybody who's like Canadian descent or anything, they could apply to come in
That's some
here.
bullshit, man. That's just some scared Americans who want to that now. Oh, I have Canadian relations because
Canadian
they want to leave the
relations.
country. When you hear that, that shows you there's a percentage of Americans that are not happy with what's going on and they want to go. They want to leave the country.
Well, enough of them have relatives over here.
What I mean, yeah, they're probably. That's what they're saying. They're Canadian.
No,
Maybe
but they're
they're from
saying the
Canada
ones
and they
who
came
have.
to America
But
a
the
long
thing
time
is,
ago.
no, but the thing is, the ones who are not like down the line, like say, if, for instance, like more connected. You have to. That's what they mean. You know, not no distant cousin kind of thing.
Oh, more connected. Okay. What?
Like say, like first generation or some kind of thing like that. I don't know.
Man, those people just want to claim that shit because they're scared what's gonna happen in America.
Hmm.
That's the only reason you're hearing that shit. That shows you that oh, yo, I have some Canadians. You know what? Maybe I leave America if shit gets more hard
If
or
anything
if you
goes
get
south,
hit.
I could go to Canada.
That's the only reason you're hearing that shit because of war. You know, if there was no war going on, you wouldn't hear nothing about oh,
That's right.
I'm,
Exactly.
right. So that means you there's a whole bunch of them who's scared. There's a whole bunch of them who's scared. They should be scared though, because look, the cells stuff. What I was talking earlier, cells are for real. There's really damn cells.
Yeah,
But
but the thing is, cells has been going up. The cells has been going up, been there ever since the what, maybe the 70s, 80s.
no, but how they were talking about the cells. This is when they brought up the cells. Yeah, probably before, but they talk
Yo,
about the
you know
cells
why I said that?
more after 9/11.
Like I told you, man, before 9/11, you could check it up. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah. They used
exactly
to,
when, but how many times they attempted to blow up the bottom
but they
of
didn't
the.
say there were cells. They didn't promote that there are cells in
I know
America.
that, but I'm telling you, how many times they attempted to
Two
blow it
times,
up.
wasn't it two? Was it only two?
I think so, more than
Yeah, it
once.
was one in the early 90s or something like that. And
And I
then the
think
one,
maybe one in the 80s.
was it in the 80s? I swear it was in the night, like early 90s, yo. I swear 93. Remember,
One way or another, they did try to blow
Biggie
up
had
the
that
bottom.
in his rap song. Blow
They
up
tried to
like
blow
the
up the
World
bottom.
Trade Center, right? So they did attempt to blow it up one time before, right? That's what they put out. Oh, you attempt to blow it up. So that's why the conspiracy is that the second time it was never blown up by no terrorists.
Hmm.
That's why you gotta see. Some people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, there was 12 what or 12 Saudis on this plane." Saudis, yeah, Saudis, the ones who are royalty, the ones the looking like the sheik or some shit, the ones who are rich, right? Saying that there was 12 of them Saudis on the plane, and they flew into the friggin' building. Now listen to that. Now, boy, I'm getting deep down to earth. This is not the Al Qaeda. They said this is not the Taliban. I don't know if you heard this, Rastafari Samurai, but the story is I don't know if you know the full story of the thing. They're saying these guys got trained, right, at a school, and then they brought these plastic or whatever knives, they got it through the airport. And then they took these planes and they knew exactly how to fly them directly into the two World Trade Centers. And these guys are supposed to be Saudis,
Well,
guys from a rich country.
one way or another, the talks were going on through something through the internet during the time because A lot of them got an email saying don't come to work.
That's a conspiracy too. Like, is that a fact? That's what I want to know. I keep hearing that for years and years.
A lot of people said that, yeah.
Don't come to work that day. And who was the people who did not come to work mostly that day? There still were people who went to work. There's people who still went to work.
The bottom line is, Sean, that there was some talk, so that means some leakage of it, that day it was gonna go on.
Something's gonna go on.
Mhm.
But people still went to work. But people still went to work. People still went to work though. Right? And
Not
you said,
everybody. Some took it seriously.
so the people who took it seriously didn't go. Didn't go. And who were those people? The stereotype they say is Jewish. There's a lot of Jewish people didn't go to work that
Yeah,
day. They
yeah,
knew more than anybody to not
yeah,
go to work that day. But
yes,
everybody else might have went to work and said,
yeah.
"Fuck that shit."
Mm-hmm.
Because I know September 11th is a Christian, Ethiopian Christian. I think it's the New Year. It's the Ethiopian, yes, 9/11 is the Ethiopian New Year, yo. It's the Christian New Year. So they picked us at certain time. If you're putting it like the Muslim or the they attacked, they're making it look like they're attacking Christians because if you check it, it's an Ethiopian New Year, September 11th. September 11th is the Ethiopian New Year, and they're Orthodox Christian, Orthodox. So yeah, man. Right now, Trump, I got to tell you what he said. He said today is the hardest. It's gonna be history making. What he's doing, he's hitting them harder than ever in Iran. History. What else could he do, yo? All I've been seeing is explosions, explosions, places getting taken out, shit. So remember, Iran's actually a big country. There's 90 million people. So they're finding all these things slowly. They're finding all these things. Let's get that shit, blow that shit up. They have an island over there. Let's take that shit over. So what's the end game? That's what I want to know. What's the end game? Because he keeps threatening.
End game is before all of this shit. Let's just get real here, man. You want me to get down to earth here, man?
Mm-hmm.
How long America's been in deficit?
Well, I keep hearing that America's been in debt. Do you believe that shit? Debt to who? China?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
America is in debt to who? That's why I gotta look up. What is America in debt to? It's interesting. Unless they really need something from other countries, like that's why they
Because
give us a
when you look
show.
at this,
Like China,
when it
China
comes
and
to
them is
this,
mad, but they need each other.
yeah, when it comes to all of this, it's like, well, what are you doing all this for? You must be doing it for the country, right? To bring it into the country here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not true.
Yeah.
What's it saying? Make America great again,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Not true,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I'm just saying. So, in order to make it great again, we don't got the reserves on our American soil here. You know what I'm saying? But they got a lot out there, and
That's why. That's why he's
we
going all
got
these places. That's
we
why
got
Trump is going all these places.
we got all the technology and everything here. We got all the war machines and all of that. We could just go over there and take it.
You know what they're saying? This is the big picture. Vance, Donald Trump, and the rest of them, they know America has something, but they're saying they're scared that America's going to run out of certain things. So they want to spoil themselves and go to all these, make up these excuses, go to these countries, take over extra shit from them because America's built up. You see how America's developing new technologies, growing cities. Cities still like be overpopulated. So
But the ironic thing is, this is the ironic thing what people don't know, we don't see all the time, right? And what they blackball us from. Don't get it confused, people. There's pieces in America that look like third world country.
mm,
All right. So don't think that they're all perfect like that.
no, they know that. So they don't. Right now, what he's doing, he wants to make sure America's secure for the future by taking out these oil places and getting it under control by America. Like, they got Iraq already. We don't hear about Iraq. They got that. They got Iran now. And they got Venezuela. Let's just straight up say it. They got Venezuela. They got Iraq. They got Iran. They got all the oil countries. That's why you notice he's not mentioning Iraq. You notice he's not saying nothing about Iraq. He got Iraq. They've been already to Iraq over how long ago, man? They've been there for a very long time.
Long time.
Yeah, from 9/11 all the way up until like I think Trump became the president. He said he's going to take them out of Iraq. That was his campaign. I'm taking out the soldiers out of Iraq. That's when he came in. But then now, I guarantee they got a piece of Iraq real estate. They got that shit. So what's going on for tonight, yo? What are you gonna watch tonight? I know you always watching something.
Well, I was watching. What was I watching earlier? I was watching a movie with Jason Statham called Shelter. I already watched that.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched last night. I watched that War Machine movie.
The War Machine. What was that about?
A bunch of soldiers. They're on a training it's a training program to become Rangers, right? You know, military, the best of the best.
Yeah.
And they didn't during the military training program. The ones who made it far in the program, the last test mission, what they go on, which did it at the same time. Some asteroid came with this machine thing on, invade the Earth. At first, they thought this was a part of the test, and then after they go, no, this is not part of the test. This is real shit going on. Trying to kill them.
Alien?
Yeah, like an alien war machine kind of thing. Like, and then after coming to invade Earth.
That's another thing, man. For a while, they've been mixing this whole alien shit, and American military. That's another thing they're saying Trump is gonna do. He's gonna talk about aliens.
Well, let's get real here, man. You always talk about the flat Earth and the ice wall and all of that. So, when it comes to the ice wall, what's beyond the ice wall? What's your
They're saying basically that's what what we call aliens and UFOs. That's what they're saying. That's where it's coming from. Right
that's
here.
what I want to know. And
Yeah.
now it goes back to many times when I always say this. I always say it's us coming back. It's not no alien shit.
Yeah, maybe it's not no aliens, just a high like another.
It's a higher society or whoever coming back.
We think we're the highest shit when there's something higher than us. You get what I mean? You're right.
And
Like,
they don't
think we're the highest shit.
Now they don't want to be they don't want us to know about them.
So we're looking on them like an alien. It makes sense. So we're gonna look on you as an alien because we think we're the top shit, but really these beings on Earth too. They're on Earth.
Yes, and they're more higher intellect than us.
Yes, and their vehicles is what we call UFOs. Probably the vehicle we see flying like a saucer is right here on Earth, coming from the water or coming from the ice wall. Probably another land on Earth.
I keep on saying, I think it's us coming back.
Hey, even the dinosaur shit. When they talk about like Jurassic Park, remember they made the movie Jurassic Park? They're saying all these different type of creatures are on those places. Remember, they only show you what they want you to see. Remember what happened to the deserted islands? Remember deserted islands? You used to hear about. There's a lot of islands where it's not on the map. You're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it. There's big places on Earth what you never see. It's not documented. Who's living there? You don't know what life is on those landscapes. There's big islands out there right now. I guarantee no one, probably people live there, but we don't know.
Well, they say it's a small world, but I think it's very huge.
Yeah, they say it's a small world, but it's really a big world. Like we're saying, down to earth. Yeah, man, this is the Down to Earth Network with your host, Sean Myrie. Saturday night, right? You got to subscribe to the platform, people. We talk different types of stuff. I was giving you the war report. This was the war report. Since it is the war report, we're gonna go a little bit on the music side. You see what's going on with the update with 50 and Papoose girl?
No, what's going on now?
I guess 50's trying to put out rumor that his girl Clarissa cheated on him. That's how
Oh,
50's
Lord of
putting out.
mercy. Oh, Lord of
Oh no!
mercy.
And then she responded recently, right, with a response like, "Yo, calling him 45 or 49, like her response like making fun of 50. But you know what her game is? She's gonna try to bring that defamation stuff what Drake made popular, saying you're accused, you're saying that I slept with some guy, and she wants to do this defamation shit and get
Where's
money
the
out of it.
where's the papers, man? Where's the receipts?
Well,
Where's the proof?
50 has no receipts. He's just saying this shit, guys. He's
He's trying,
so
he's trying
high.
to poke the bear.
Hmm?
Since they
Yes.
poked him, he's
Yeah,
trying
but
to poke
he
back.
better back up because she could
Trying to
actually
poke
get
back
some
now.
defamation. He
He's
better
trying to
back up.
poke back.
What?
He's trying to poke back by spreading rumors.
Yeah, but this girl, she's not a rapper. She's not gonna play like these rappers. She's gonna play like the woman who's being like, harassed and try to sue him for defamation. She has the money. She has the money. She could do it. He's claiming that she slept with one of his friends or some shit, some guy he knows.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like I said, where's the receipts?
You better have receipts. That's what they're saying. Where's the receipts? What you're saying right now. Where's the receipts? That's what they're asking 50. Where's the receipts? He might, you know what? He might double it down back. He might stop. He might stop because this girl don't care. She's not playing. She will sue him for defamation. She was talking the power money. She was saying all that power money and that money, I'll go after you basically for defamation if you keep talking, playing with her. Defamation.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's coming up next? Yo, last time they cut that piece off. No, we have to remind people. Let's remind people before we go out on this. 'Cause they
What's
cut
that?
us off on that. It's like they don't want us to educate people. What is a podcast? Because a lot of mother effers are using the name and they don't have no Spotify, which we do. They don't have no Apple podcast like we do. And they're saying that it's a podcast, but it's really a
A
webcast shit.
webcast. A webcast. A webcast. That's what they are.
Who?
Webcast.
Who?
Whoever's
Those,
saying they're the best podcast, they're a webcast.
yeah, webcast. Because if I don't know where to find you besides YouTube, right? You're just on the web. If I don't know where you are, if you were just on YouTube, that's not a podcast.
Well, the thing is, they probably never went on Google and checked up what's the definition of
Hmm.
podcast and a webcast. Uneducated.
But I guess it's the name what makes things popular now. Because anybody who has sense, the real people who listens to podcasts, if they even watch you on YouTube,
Well, it's almost like hip hop, rap.
yeah, it's becoming like that. Because to me, if I'm looking for a podcast, I'm gonna look to you on Apple Podcasts. I'm gonna look to you on Spotify. That's where I'm looking to see you and hear you. You get what I'm saying? That's what you could do with us. You could see us on iHeartRadio if you're a person who likes iHeartRadio, Amazon Music if you're a person who has the Amazon app. If you have your television, I got the TV right here. You could go on your Spotify app and you could search Down to Earth Network. You could watch us on that and listen to us. So that's the difference. You can't do it. A lot of these people, they just have a YouTube. But if you go search for them on like Spotify, they're not there. If you have a podcast, you should be on Spotify. It's no different than the rapper or singers who have their music on. Where do they have it now? It's not. That's like saying that you have shit just on a flash drive. Where does an artist have their music on? It's on Spotify, right? Don't you
Yeah.
when you're looking for music, it's on Spotify.
Yep.
Same shit with the podcast. I'm not taking nobody serious if you're not on. If I can't search you up, I don't take you serious as a podcast. I'm just saying you're right. A webcast or you're a content maker. Yes, you're a content.
Content creator, blogger,
That's what
blog,
you are. Call yourself a content creator.
blogger. What do you want to call it?
Yes, something else. Blogger. It's not a podcast. If I
Yeah.
can't hear you, just your audio too. But yeah, man. Saturday, springtime right now. Times are changing, so a lot of people are gonna start going out. So yeah, we're gonna be outside next weekend. You can check it out. What is it? Love in the Six. Love in the Six. That's coming up next Sunday. You gotta tap in. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be doing some vlogging. Or what do you call it? Vlogging? What do you call
Yeah.
it? Vlogging? So yeah, we're gonna have some vlogging. We're gonna be out at an event. You're gonna see D2E in full effect. You're gonna see us not just on YouTube. You're gonna see us in the club. You're gonna see us interviewing some ladies. You're gonna see us interviewing other people who are content makers. We're gonna be outside dressed up at an event. Yeah, we do host. Well, we do go to events too. We cover events, so you could check that out. Also, we do cover events. We've been around. It's our anniversary going about what 7 years now.
Yeah.
Where? Yeah, it's going 7 years. So people gotta tap in. More things to come. Yeah, man. Right now the internet's getting filtered out. I could see what's going on. A lot of shit is going on YouTube, especially with the war.
Season
All
10.
types of shit. What?
Season 10.
Is it more? Is it season 10 or season 11? You sure? Season 11 or season 9? Fuck, I'm losing count. Season 10. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
We're in
Season
season
10.
10. We're here
Yeah,
to the
yeah. Season 10, yo. Season 10. You're right. But yeah, people, you can check us out on our podcast platforms, yo. All podcast platforms. More episodes to come. Yeah, man. Saturday Night Live. Gonna be out. What you saying?
Well, I say this as always. This is the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. Pop, pop, pop.
Let's up.